there inside Northwest Stadium in Landover, Maryland. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Commanders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Seahawks come out and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell by far was the best year of his career. And it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell, can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs?
Still first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep, going to cut. Catch up to him. He will score. 75 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
Commanders nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. A big play there for Washington. 38 yards.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Daniels going to throw again. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to draw closer.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
He'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Automatic 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. the ground. It's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. The Seahawks are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Throwing, Darnold. Under pressure, now he's going to go down, back at the 8-yard line. The NFL's active leader in sacks, Von Miller, in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And he's in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now the point after drop from Myers. His kick is good. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0.
Commanders, nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The tight end, Ertz, in motion. Play action. Here's Daniels. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for a
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That one complete to Jalen Lane. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Commanders first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again. Daniel. A throw left side there. Not going to find the target. Incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
It's 3rd and 4. Slot man in motion left. 3rd and short, and it's Daniels. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
He'll run here with the rookie. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
The motion man here is McClure. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
It's a loss of 1.
And this is what happens when you get a little too cute. So there's a fine line in the NFL, Mike, between being creative and innovative and also overthinking it. And I think this kind of falls into the latter category. I like the idea of pushing the envelope and giving the defense something they're not used to. But you, at the same time, you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot and go backwards.
It is brought in the end zone. Harry McClure. Touchdown, Commander. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike. And I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Seahawks 14, Commanders 7.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. That one on target to Cup. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense. So give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. Darnold to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. There's Terry McLaurin and the Commanders' offense heading out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there.
Automatic 1st down.
The middle they go. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, Washington.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
Look wide, get this one complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Forced out left, taking off, fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
They'll motion over Samuel. They'll try to run this one in. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Once more from the 2, 3rd and goal. The motion man here is McLaurin. On 3rd and goal, they'll run for it. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
A 22-yard attempt.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 4 at 14-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense about ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Room to run at the 40. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 22
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll rotate cut. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Roughing the passer, defense. Automatic 1st down.
Once again, it's Walker. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Commanders' 30-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Darnold. He's to the 15. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A 19-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
first and 10. Here comes Walker. Oh, the ball's out. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but this is going to go down as a big loss on the play. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet. Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Sam Darnold on the scramble.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either the ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
The motion man here is McLaurin. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Daniel. Rolling to the left.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. What can they do here on third down and 7? From the shotgun on third down, Daniel. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Von Miller in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Still second down.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
Third down.
Third and long. To throw is Darnold. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down.
Holding.
Big call here. It was third down. Here's Michael Dixon now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Keeping in the air, here's Daniels. Oh, yeah. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
To the air again is Daniels. He's going to run it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This one from 41 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And the Commanders are able to cut it to 4, 17 to 13.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
Final 2nd now of this 1st half as this one is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Darnold to throw on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Daniels. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out. Following the penalty, he'll run it. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the decision-making by the quarterback. Get your eyes on that defensive end. If he crashes on the handoff to the back, you pull it, he gets out in space, and he does the rest.
Gay to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Commanders go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Seahawks 17.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. throwing. Darnold. Get this complete to Horton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big play there for Washington. A pickup of 44 yards.
First down.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Seahawks offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Trey Amos on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
At the 19-yard line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
3rd and long. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Elijah Arroyo was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Now pass deep for McLaurin. And this will be incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be third down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. On play action, here's Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Seahawks first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Now Darnold. The middle, it's Cup. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
You may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and 6. Darnold now to throw. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going, and now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The motion man here is McLaurin. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 6. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's good for Washington. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Man in motion, heading left. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10.
Daniels pass. Complete to Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. The motion man here is McLaurin. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
We'll try the right side this time, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He takes off. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Washington.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Here's 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. There he goes again. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the 1st down.
That's another Washington Commanders.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
On first down, Daniels. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and that will lead to a second down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Daniels to throw on second down. He'll step up and run.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this third down a lot more manageable.
Third and 2. Here's Daniels. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A 6-yard loss.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down, Darnold. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Take a shot downfield, looking for Cup. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
On the play.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Commander's first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
On second down, they'll run. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
The Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 16 on that connection. First down, Seattle.
And the Seahawks, first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks, first down.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Out wide, it's a screen to Cup. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do, the crowd helping the defense. 3rd down and 9. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Off his own read, Daniel's going to hang on to it. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's 2nd and 6. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield. Now Seattle will use the final timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. The Commanders set to kick this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Darnold to throw. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's taken down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for us.
So it's a win here for the Commanders. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.